Well, hello, my soul friends. It is Victoria, and I am, guess where I am? Actually, this is a picture I took earlier. I wanted to have my uh, video with this background, which is literally right out the window here, but it was so windy and so bright it couldn't work. So I took a picture, and so you can be with me where I am. Two guesses. Where am I? Anyway, I'll tell you in a minute. I'm sure you already know. Anyway, okay. By the way, I'm on vacation, if you didn't guess that. And I'm in vacation mode and vacation time. I was like, what day is it? Oh, Tuesday. When's the new moon? Oh, Friday. So I'm here to offer the new moon in Aquarius. Sorry. The only challenge with where we're staying, exquisite paradise, except for there's an airport not too far. So there is some noise you may hear. Hopefully you can hear my voice over all the background noises. What I want you to hear is the wind, the ocean, and maybe after the plane passes by, you will. So anyway, yeah, we have a new moon, a very powerful new moon coming up on February 9th at 2:59 p.m. Pacific time. And whoo, this is an electric new moon, and you're probably already feeling it because new moon in Aquarius, all things Aquarius, we've got an abundance of Aquarius energy. But before I get into that, I want to say welcome to the Soul Nurturer channel. It's an unfolding project in process, as we all are. And yeah, so I'm just here, the Soul Nurturer, to offer something that resonates with your soul, hopefully inspires you, encourages you. And I already said inspires. See, I'm a big inspiration person, but helps you. My main goal here is to help you reclaim your beautiful and authentic, hello, new moon in Aquarius and Aquarius season, your authentic soul potential, to let your soul shine, your authenticity, your quirkiness, your unique way of being, all things Aquarius. We're going to talk more about that. I did my last video. I think I talked a lot about Aquarius energy, but since we have the new moon and we are in Aquarius season, happy birthday season to you, my funky, quirky, free-spirited Aquarians out there. And I know you probably take the whole season, as you should. So happy birthday to you. Shout out to my friend Lorraine. It's her birthday tomorrow on February 7th. I'm recording this on the 6th. And one of my soul sister viewers, Lisa, I know she's a super Aquarius. Anyway, if you haven't guessed, I'm in Hawaii. And so, yeah, second day of vacation. Just as this electric, unconventional, unpredictable Aquarian energy is happening, and we've got a lot of it, which I'll go into another plane. This may be distracting, and I apologize, but it is what it is, right? And so a lot of us are feeling like that. It is what it is. My brother-in-law, that was his favorite saying, it is what it is. But I always say, it is what it is. And now what are we going to do about it? Well, this energy and this Aquarius season and this new moon, remember Pluto is in Aquarius now. We've got a lot of planets moving into Aquarius. Mercury just went into Aquarius on the 4th. Mars is going into Aquarius on the 13th. So the image I got, oh wait, did I do the whole subscribe thing yet? The commercial? I didn't. I always forget. So it delights me when you subscribe. It delights me when you comment, but it's not about me. It's about my outreach. And so with every comment, every like, and when you subscribe, you help me outreach more to others who may resonate. You know, we're all different. There's lots of people who do what I do. I mean, not like I do. As a soul guide, and astrology is just a tool I use to help people reclaim their authentic soul potential and to help navigate this human experience that we all have as souls here to learn, evolve, and grow, right? So and astrology to me is just a symbolic language that helps us navigate this human experience, like the weather. It's the cosmic weather, and it helps us to kind of track it and be mindful when we need to practice more patience, meditate a little bit more, set intention, which with this new moon, which we always do in this the phase of this lunar cycle of the new moon, it's the beginning of the lunation cycle. It is the time when we pause, we check in to set intentions, to plant seeds of possibilities for what we want to grow in our world, into our lives. So, and then where the new moon is, and by the way, a new moon is when the sun and the moon are conjunct. And this one, it's getting a little hot in here. I'm hoping that I have the windows open, hoping the nice island breeze comes in to give me a little breath of fresh air, which I think we will experience with this new moon in Aquarius. It'll be an eclectic fresh breeze, and it'll be, you know, Aquarians are typically, Aquarian energy is about disruption or sudden shifts, right? Unexpected shifts, but always in the direction of your highest good and your highest potential and possibilities and your authentic soul nature. So I'm going to pull up my notes here. But so remember with new moons, you know, it is the, you know, it's that, like, we take a pause. Like right now when I'm recording this, we're in the balsamic moon phase, which is the dark moon just before the new moon, where it's kind of like going inward and reflecting so that we can get clear on what we want to vision for or plant seeds for, right? The moon, like, so when we have a new moon, it is like, you know, the sun is kind of the masculine energy and the moon is feminine. Moon is our emotions, intuition, and sun is our vitality, our where we shine our possibilities through, and it's kind of like our personality, you know. I think of it as how the soul animates through the vehicle we're driving. So when these two get together in a conjunction, and again at 20 degrees is where they're conjuncting, and where that is in your chart is where your chart is going to be affected. So I do offer 20-minute consultations for anyone who wants to take a peek at your chart. And I'm booked out a little bit though, so I wouldn't be able to do it for the new moon, but it's good to know like what your rising is, what your primal three are, your sun, your moon, your rising, and then you know where the houses are. So when you are listening to someone like me or other people, and by the way, I call myself an intuitive astrologer because yes, I've done training. I've been studying astrology my entire life. I am not, how shall I say it? I read a chart based more on my intuition than like being exact about, well, this, like there are people that are profoundly amazing at the mythology of astrology and the stories and all the, you know, aspects, and I'm not. I mean, it's not my strength. My strength is looking at a chart, sitting with the person, feeling the person, and bouncing off. It's a divination tool for me. Okay. So, and you know, I always say, once I was at a Louise Hay lecture and there were like 9 different speakers, and I'll never forget this because it helped me feel kind of embracing my unique way of doing things. I know I'm not for everyone, but for the ones I am for, you know, and I speak to your soul resonates with me, awesome. But she would say, or she said, I'm sure she said it often, that there are going to be many people saying the same thing. Hopefully one person will be the one that brings that awareness to you. And may that be me today. So this new moon is really, it is like, you know, evolving, awakening, sudden shifts of awareness. I kept having this image of what does this feel like? And this is how I dial into it, is I get an image. And so the image I got, I'm like sweltering right now. I shut the door because there were some kids playing right outside our door. So I shut the door and now the breeze is gone. That's okay. I'm not gonna be here long because I am gonna do my live. I'm keeping my commitment of my Tuesdays live at 5:55 Pacific time. But since I'm in Hawaii, it's 2 hours earlier. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pop in live as soon as I get this video done. I'll probably load this one after, just to keep that continuity. Since we are in such unpredictable times, I want to have something that's like, oh, I think I can go check in with Victoria on Tuesdays. And I think we all need that soul check-in, that time to just pause and be with ourselves and one another, especially Aquarius season. It's all about community. It's all about humanity. It's serving soul to serve others, right? So I'm going to pull up my notes here so I can make sure I've got what I need. And then I'm going to go jump in the ocean. We already went for a swim this morning. So wonderful. Okay, but I was talking about unpredictability. So here's an example, and I wonder how you all are doing, what you're noticing, and especially since Mercury went into Pluto, Mercury went into Aquarius on the 4th, and it conjuncted Pluto. Mercury's our communication, our thoughts, our the way we sort of navigate mentally. And Pluto, well, I'm sure you're familiar with Pluto. If you've been following me, Pluto was in Capricorn. And this is what, many astrologers will say what the pandemic was about, the mashup between Pluto and Aquarius, Saturn and Jupiter, all in Capricorn, really looking at the structures of our individual lives and our collective that weren't working, bringing up the shadowy aspects of things that we didn't want to look at, but we needed to look at. Well, now, so Pluto in Aquarius is more like preparing to shift for the collective good of humanity, right? And by the way, I did make a mistake in my last video, and I don't remember which video it was. I think it was, I was talking about Pluto going into Aquarius, and I made a mistake and I want to correct it now. And that is that I think I said Pluto is now in Aquarius, for the long haul for 20 years, but that was wrong. And I knew when I was saying it, but I didn't have that exact dates in my mind. So I'm going to want to correct that. And that is that Pluto went into Aquarius on January 20th of this year, and it will stay until September 1st of this year. And then it'll briefly retrograde back into Capricorn from September 1st until November 19th of 2024. Now, this concerns me a little bit because it's through the election, but I really think that Pluto is here to help. It really is meant to evolve us, help us move forward in a it's like rebirthing to get to the good and to birth in something new. And this is what Aquarius season is all about, and all this energy in Aquarius. And I did want to look at the chart real quick to tell you. This is me on vacation mode. Somebody get me a Mai Tai. Where is it? Oh, okay. I made a chart for it and I can't find it now. Here it is. Okay. So we have Sun in Aquarius. And again, Moon will be in Aquarius on the 9th. Mercury in Aquarius now. Mars will be going into Aquarius on the 13th. I said that, which is, well, let me just say this. Let me just say this in a gentle, compassionate way. Practice your spiritual tools. Practice what grounds you. Practice what allows you to stay connected to soul that sees what I call as the sacred view. Like, wow, there's a lot going on, but we trust that's going on in order to evolve us, to support us in some way. So, but we still have some Capricorn energy. Venus is in Capricorn. Mars is in Capricorn until I said the 13th. And then we have this grounding. Saturn is in Pisces. So I don't want to get too far off into where everything is. Let's stick with Aquarius. Oh, I'm being very Aquarian-like right now. I'm over here, I'm over there. This kind of really frenetic energy is Aquarius. So think about electricity. So that, back to the image I had. What is this new moon going to feel like? If you watch my previous video, I don't know which one it was, but I was talking about, I was feeling, and I got a lot of emails about it, feeling kind of adrift. Rudderless is what I was saying, untethered. We're going to feel plugged in, I feel, with this new moon in Aquarius. So the image I had was plugging into the electrical socket, and then this bright, like flashing neon light comes on, like, oh, and it's like a sign how to move forward, right? I feel, and maybe you're already feeling this. Oh, okay. That's the insight I needed. That's the new way of thinking about an old problem, an old thing I was dealing with, to find the new way, the new emerging possibility. Remember, I've been saying 2024 is the get out of the box year. So this new moon in Aquarius is like going to stomp the box down. Like, you're going to be free and feel liberated to do what's calling to you. Now, we have some aspects leading up to this new moon that I will touch on a little bit, just because all this Aquarius energy We have, let me go here. I'm gonna just take a pause right here because I feel like I'm racing. And when I race, I miss things. So I'm just gonna slow it down a little bit. So we have, going to the aspects here. How do you like the vacation, Victoria? Slow it down. I am sweating though, because I had to shut the front door. Shut the front door. I love that saying. Polite way of saying something else, right? Okay, where are we? We have an aspect with Venus and Aquarius, and it's happening now. I'm trying to get the exact dates for you. It's okay. Sorry. No, not sorry. Vacation. I'm just having a hard time getting out of the screen. You know, when you're not in your normal place, things are a little wonky. That's what I feel like today. Oh, and I was telling you, okay, back to the other story. I've got like 5 stories opened in my computer brain. First day we arrived in Hawaii. You know, it's a friend of my husband's. We come to his condo. He has a wonderful car, wonderful place. It's such a gift. And this year we got in the car to go get some groceries, and the car didn't work. So we arrived on Sunday, no car. So today, or last night was the first night we got a car. We had to go rent a car. We had to get the car to repair. All this unexpected derailing, right? So we derail a little bit and it gets a little wonky and a little frenetic and a little like, you know, you could feel some anxiety, you know, all this Aquarius energy stirring up stuff, right? Things get stirred up to clear the path, right? To clear the way before we plug back in. So Venus is aspecting, where did it go? Uranus, okay. And so for those of us in relationships or any, I mean, Venus is our love, it's money, but Venus is trining Uranus beginning on the 7th. No, I'm sorry, beginning on the 6th through the 8th. And so relationships, like my husband and I notice we're like, you know, because Venus is how we love and who we love and money. And so unexpected expenses coming up because of that trine to Uranus, but also unexpected little challenges with your partner, or both of you getting out of the box together and doing something completely different. And that is the way we transform anyway. Remember, this transformation is as simple and as complicated as this. And this new moon is really empowering this. If you want to experience something new, you have to do something new. This is what this is the second new moon of this 2024 year. It's like preparing us to do things completely differently. So we're getting all these little tests. Okay, you want to do it the old way in relationships? You want to do it a new way? Do you want to do it the old way with money? You want to do it a new way? So noticing like how my husband handled all this. He's like a monk. He's like super chill all the time, but it was very resourceful, and like, I just saw him doing things differently, and that was awesome. We had to do things differently. We took a bus to go rent the car, and like, okay, this is fun in Hawaii, but this is the invitation as we lead up to the new moon is think about everything as just this incredible journey, incredible, like, never happening again journey. Like this moment is never going to happen again. Where you are, what you're doing is never going to happen again, but you can learn what this moment is teaching you. I came up with a new saying the other day. I usually say, lessons learned is wisdom earned. Now I'm saying lessons learned are blessings earned, because you have to prepare to receive your blessings. And if you keep doing it the old way, those blessings are going to wait. Like God's going to wait till you reconfigure and get ready to receive your blessing, right? Okay. So what else have we got going on? I'm going to wrap this up soon. I'm so curious. Can you comment and let me know if you're hearing all this background noise? I probably won't watch this video. So, okay. So just the basics, new moon, go to your chart. Again, I'm still offering 20-minute free consultations. Go to the description, go to my website, request a consult for 20 minutes. I can give you the top of the trees, look at your chart, and then you can know, or you can go to any one of the many apps now. When I first learned astrology, I had to go to a book and figure out the whole chart, write it out, do the whole thing. Now you can just plug it in. That's why I'm excited. And this is very much Pluto and Aquarius. So many people are awakening to the potential, the gift of guidance through astrology. I always say, do you really believe that Creator would send us here without any guidance? For me, your soul chart shows you your soul potential, the challenges, your wounds, your gifts, and then helps you navigate that to your highest possibility. So speaking of wounds and gifts, we do have on this new moon an aspect with Chiron too. Chiron is conjuncting, let me go back here. Go to the 9th. I am trying to practice slowing down to have more precision, because I notice sometimes with these videos, I'll just blah. And that works for me because I'm just like intuitively sharing what I have. But then my Capricorn rising, I'm just like, I don't think that was correct. And I'll look and it wasn't correct. So slowing down for me is what I'm practicing, my new way of being. So what are you practicing that's new, that's going to invite you or prepare you for the new things that are on your journey? What are you practicing? We have to practice something new in order to experience something new in every moment. And it's just that moment of choice, old way, new way, right? Okay, so leading up to the new moon too, we also have Sun square Uranus happening exact on the 8th. And then where's that? Where did I see that? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm just really, oh, here we go. Moon's node, hello, conjunct Chiron. So fancy. North node in Aquarius, conjuncting Chiron, Aquarius. North node in Aries. Oh my goodness. North node in Aries. I may not post this video. I know my philosophy is just to show up is just as I am and let it go without editing. But today I'm a little like, is anyone going to want to listen to this? Anyway, the moon's node in Aries, the north node in Aries, conjuncting Chiron in Aries. So this is, I think it's a beautiful transit, because north node in Aries, that we are collectively having this transit, helping us like get clear about what we're here to do, to work with our identity, to shed anything that's inauthentic about us, to rise with our purpose, right? Well, north node conjuncting Chiron is like, we're always going to be working with our wounds, but this is a really big invitation to look at your wounds like as a well of your gifts, constantly, mending and healing the wounded places to cultivate what I call is the soul medicine, your elixir, that sort of unique way of being that only you have. So I feel like this is a time to really, and I talked about it recently too, to harvest your gifts, honor the wounds, and celebrate the gifts. So it's very healing. This is a very healing aspect here. So the other big thing staring at me in the face here is making this even more electric, even more shocking, unexpected. And that is Sun square Uranus. So Uranus is in Taurus, Sun is in Aquarius, but Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. So it's another like just layer of this Aquarian energy. And so it's, you may notice it in your friends, your partner, your family, like, who are you? Well, they're trying to break free to be who they're meant to be. And so are all of us. And yes, I will say, we'll probably see, remember last time I was talking about rumbling, this is, we're going to be seeing the breakthroughs, the breakdowns, breakthroughs, and, discord. And that is Aquarius, like, breaking up what's not working anymore. I will say, with that Venus aspect too, if you're with a partner that it's you're not being your authentic self, or you're feeling limited, or they're feeling limited, this may be the time to reconsider and to move along and to honor the relationship and move along. Or this could bring in somebody you never would have considered as a partner. And that person may unexpectedly show up. So say yes to the things that are unexpected. Okay, I'm gonna just look at my notes real quick and I'm gonna wrap it up because I need to go jump in the water. I am just beyond sweltering here now. It's 80 degrees today in beautiful Maui. Okay, so I said that already. Plugging in, these are the electric sudden shifts in the direction of your authentic possibilities. So very much, again, with Pluto and Aquarius, we're seeing wow, the world as we know it is shifting and evolving before our eyes. And really the focus needs to be on your inner world and how is it shifting, and where are you holding on to old ways of being that are blocking you from evolving to your highest potential and contributing your unique contribution to our collective unfolding. That's important. Okay. So right after the new moon, that again, when Mars goes in to Aquarius, we're going to have a Mars-Pluto conjunction. This is where we need to, just pray and practice calm, rounded, centered, higher perspective awareness, not engaging. This could be power struggles. This could be fighting. This could be war breaking out in your inner world and with those you love, and in the world. So when I see astrology like this, to me, it is a call for our prayer. Astrology isn't like it's absolutely going to happen. I try not to do that. And I hear astrologers do that. I'm like, no, these are still potentials. So think of it as a prayer request. What do you want to pray for instead of discord and war and fighting? Or power struggles. What's the world you want to live in, right? This is what Aquarius energy is. It wants to take us all, humanity, to a higher level of possibilities. Okay. So just the last bit of thing, a little bit, remember that Aquarius archetype is the rebel, the liberator, innovator, the disruptor, the reformer, helping us break free of limitations. Aquarian energy is also detached. It can be like the scientist observing. What are the facts here? Instead of being emotionally charged and, okay, I was getting this morning in a meditation. I didn't know where it fit, but instead of being in fear, being in faith. So fear like restricts us, limits us, closes us down to new potential. Fear is connected to like failing, like we're failing because we're doing the old ways, and the old ways don't serve us anymore, nor anyone else. Faith, the other F word, I always used to say, which F word are you using? Use the good F word, use the F word that's going to get you where you want to go. So faith, when we're in faith, our whole body relaxes and we flow with what is, we flow towards those possibilities. Okay. All right. I'm just going to leave you with that. If you want something new, do something new. So comment below and let me know what you're noticing, what you're experiencing, where, I was doing this meditation on the beach yesterday, really cool process. And I'll just tell you what it is. I've done this imagery with people before. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the other page so I can see when I close out of here, and I can't get there from here. Take a breath with me. My mouse isn't working. I was listening to someone the other day. They were saying with all this energy, it does feel like, especially with all this Aquarius energy, it feels like Mercury retrograde. It feels like, because things are kind of not flowing. They're kind of discordant, right? And this is where we can do our spiritual work to harmonize, right? To find the harmony with this Aquarius energy. I will say with that Chiron North Node too, this is like a spiritual awakening. So awakening to your highest possibilities so that we can help awaken others to theirs, right? So, all right, please do comment. Let me know, what are you practicing new? Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm demonstrating Aquarius energy, I think. The meditation I did on the beach. I still sometimes, I haven't done it for a while, I guide people through this inner journey of letting go and then connecting to what you desire. So I did a version of that on the beach. I was like, what do I want to let go of? So I found a stick, and when the water receded, I wrote it in the sand, fear. And then the water would come wash over it. And I was doing it for me. And remember, when you do your own inner work or your soul work, you're doing it for you, but you're doing it for the collective. So any work you do, it's like your contribution. And I thought this was interesting. So every word I wrote, what else did I write? Limitations, water just washed right over it. And then I wrote, this was interesting. I wrote stuckness, where I'm stuck, where we're stuck in the world, which I think is what we do need to shift to get to this moving forward. Plug into possibilities, plug into those electric, never thought about before, innovative, exciting, very shockingly different than what you've ever done before. So anyway, I wrote stuckness in the sand, and I'm like, okay, where's the water? And the water started to slowly recede a little bit, and I was like, oh, am I going to be stuck in stuckness? And I thought, okay, that's my lesson. I'm gonna sit with where am I stuck? And maybe that's an invitation for the collective too. Where are we stuck in old thinking, old beliefs? Has to be this way. No, we always do it that way. That stuck energy is what needs to be what we need to break free from. So I encourage you to find your own stuck place, or find what you most resist letting go of, or facing with faith, not fear. And that, my friend, is your work. Okay. And also find what house the Aquarius is residing in your chart. And that's sort of the house that's going to be awakening. It's my first house. So all my awakening, this new moon, is all to do with me, my identity, my persona, how I present myself to the world. And there's a lot of breaking through and new things happening. I'll tell you, every day I'm waking up like, wow, I don't believe that anymore. What do I believe now? So I feel like I'm not alone in that. That's kind of what the astrology is showing us collectively. Please share your thoughts. Let me know what your takeaways are. And I may be coming back. What's 333 right now, where I am in Hawaii. And I may be coming back in a few minutes to do a quick live just to say hello to my regulars that show up. All right, sending you all my love. I hope that right where you are just enjoying your own inner world. And remember, you don't need to be in Hawaii to take a vacation. Go inward. Imagine being where you desire, that feels serene and calming and sacred to you. And let yourself be refreshed and start again whenever you need to. All right, all my love, and I'll see you next time. Take good care. Until then, bye.